Hey, good morning, friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here, and I do have an update for you on a weather system heading this way. I don't want to call it a snowstorm because it's fairly short-lived, but I do think some of you will get quite a bit of snow. We'll get into that here in just a moment. But first, hey, good morning, Linda Thompson from Sterling. You're watching the MLive Morning Weather Update with me, Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. If you could hit the share button, I would appreciate it very much. And let's get to it. Right now, on the radar, Lower Michigan, nothing. And we have no travel problems coming up for today across Lower Michigan or Thursday. And there we go, Ryan Lynch. There is a winter weather advisory for the far western part of the UP, for you could see that area of snow will mostly move across the UP. All right, so we're going to look at a few models here together. We're going to start with what's the most accurate model, usually the European model. Often asked, why is it the most accurate? Now, we're told from the modelers that the European model puts more initialization inputs into it. That means the first picture, all of the starting data, there's more of it than the US model called the GFS. The European model has been consistent, showing a snow developing Friday afternoon, late second half Friday afternoon, continuing into a few hours of Friday evening. And this is the crux of this whole forecast, in that, when will it get cold enough to stick and how many hours of snow will be left? And we're talking only 3 to 6 hours of snow left once it gets cold enough. Thank you, Kimberly Zeismer. I appreciate the share. And if everybody could share, I would appreciate it very much. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the European model. Okay, let me go to the initialization so you can kind of pick out where some states are. My eyes pick out in this one, pick out Florida and Texas and Louisiana, work your way northward, and then you could start to see Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan. Okay, so let's go through it. Today, dry across southern lower, far northern lower, what we call the tip of the mitt, Mackinac region, some light snow, maybe down far as south as Charlevoix or north side of Traverse City. And then off to the east quickly, so dry, no travel problems today. Now, this is tomorrow, no travel problems whatsoever. And you can see the storm system moving out. Hey, thanks for sharing. We're having some response. Please share. Please share. And then this is Friday morning, and we will look at it a little closer. We're just getting the big picture right now. This is Friday afternoon. This is Friday evening. Again, closer coming up in just a minute. And then Friday night, it's off. That storm system is off to the south and east. There's another little light snow coming up for Saturday night, Sunday. And then next week, both models that we look at pull up the storm system to our west. That puts us on the warm side of the storm initially. Hey, good morning, Nikki Jones. Good morning, Ed Johnson. And thanks for share, Carl Yo. Appreciate it very much. And by late next week, Thursday or so, we could get on the back side of the storm and change over to some snow showers. All right, now closer look on our Friday. So here's your little snow coming across the northern quarter of Lower Michigan. Amber Stranahan, good morning. And then here's your dry Thursday. Then here's your Friday. 7 a.m., 1 p.m. You might start to get some snow in the mid-afternoon in the southwest corner of the state. I'm just concerned about the temperatures. Now, 7 p.m. So there you have it. Lansing, Jackson, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Ann Arbor, maybe the Detroit area, possibly Flint on the northern edge of it, and probably not Saginaw, and anywhere north of Saginaw. And then middle of the night, Friday night, it even wants to change it back to rain, which is typical. When you have marginal temperatures for snow at the surface, when the upper level low, and I wrote about this yesterday, when the upper level low is right over you, the precipitation is heavier, it drags that cold air down, it's in the form of snow. As it lightens up and the temperature comes up a degree or two at the surface, it can change back over to rain. So that's the middle of the night, Friday night, and then done for Saturday. And then, like I said, Sunday, we could have Saturday night, Sunday, we could have some light snow coming back in. Lori Hogue, freezing rain in Branch County. No, this is not a freezing rain situation. Uh-oh. Hold on a second here. I lost my screen share. Not sure why it's doing that lately. Oh, geez. All right, let's get in here. All right, hopefully that did it. Someone asked about freezing rain. Not a freezing rain situation because the air at the surface is warm. We're not questioning whether it's going to be way below freezing at the surface. We're questioning whether it will be too warm at 34 or 35 degrees for snow. Laura wants to know about Potterville, so let's keep going into it. Okay, so we know kind of how it's working now. All right, now U.S. model has showed nothing in snow over the last few days. Now, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday mid-afternoon, Friday evening. So it's not like the European, but it's getting closer. Flying back home Sunday evening into Flint, yes, you should be okay, at least as far as weather goes. So the U.S. model's starting to show it. Now, before we get into this, I want 10 people to post on here that you get where I'm going with this. I'm going to show you the snowfall forecast. Still 60 hours from starting, I figured out. 60 hours, 2.5 days from starting, and about a 6-hour snow. So I want you to post that you understand that things could change, and this isn't etched in stone, but I'm giving you a location and kind of a size of the snow system. So 10 people, I understand. I need it. I will wait until I see the comments. I understand. And then I will show you the snowfall forecasts. Let's see it. Mimi Noonan, which model do I trust the most? I trust the European. Usually it's very close, and at the last minute, there's a little bit of an adjustment. All right, so Carmelita says she understands. Hello, Andre from Waterford. We're waiting for 10 I understands. There we go. Kimberly Zeismer, thank you very much. I understand. Kathy, yes, thank you. Nathan Koski, yes. And okay, here we go. Judy Boomer, I understand. Nikki Jonas understands. So we're there. All right. Thank you very much for playing along, folks. So my point being is that we're highly accurate, but you guys pin us down to the inch now, 3 days out. So the European sticking with what it's been saying all along. Now, here's what I see out of this: 6 to 7 inches. It's got to come together just right for that. And that is kind of a nasty little 5, 6, 7 p.m. Friday evening drive if it were to get to something like that. It's probably a couple inches lower than that. That's why I'm calling it a 2 to 4 inch snow, but it's a burst. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock Friday afternoon. Then it gets dark, and then all of a sudden, whoa, it's sticking on the roads. Ooh, it's getting kind of slick. Whoa, I got to slow down, honey. Okay, so, Grand Rapids to Flint, southward, call it a 2 to 4 inch snow. with the Grand Rapids and Flint area being on the northern edge where it could end up only being an inch or so. And that 6 to 7, I would knock that down to 4, and you might find some isolated 5 or 6 inch amounts. Okay. By the way, the GFS is about 2 to 3 inches in the far southwest corner, but it does show some stuff. So now today on temperatures, we're going to be into the 40s. So we're pretty mild for December. Now Thursday afternoon, a little bit cooler. Mike Flowers, I don't understand. And then Friday. Okay, Friday morning, about 32, 33. Friday afternoon, when the precipitation would start, I think it would be some rain. Lovell's, I think that's in the north, and I think you don't even get any precipitation out of this. So this is Friday afternoon, 1 p.m. And what about the Milan area? Probably, you're in that 2 to 4 inch thing, probably. You're probably more on the 2. So Friday afternoon, 35, 36 in the snow area. And then 7 p.m., 33. Okay. And so that's why I'm saying that, when does it turn cold enough for the snow to stick? I figure it's probably 3, 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. That's a combo of a little bit colder temperature and the snow coming down to drag that cold air down. And then how many hours are left after it changes over to snow in southern Michigan? Probably 4 or 5 hours, probably into 7, 8, 9 o'clock. And then does the precipitation lighten up and change back to rain a little bit? So basically what you're looking at is possibly a quick hitting treacherous drive along I-94 Friday, late afternoon, evening, say, 4 or 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night. Saturday morning, snow had been done for 6 hours. Pavement will be kind of warm, plows, salt, you'd probably be fine. So here we go. It's winter. We're trying to just fine-tune storm systems, and we'll keep at it and get ready if you have to travel in the south on Friday evening. Maybe do it before 3 o'clock, or maybe wait until Saturday morning, because by the time it improves Friday night, it's going to be night. It's going to be 11, midnight, 1 in the morning, something like that. Hey, there's your weather update. Do you get this weather update anywhere? No, you don't. It's kind of like an exclusive little weather club without a cost. Yikes. So thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. As always, if you could share all the time. Share. That's how we do it nowadays. So, you don't have to just blanket share to all of your friends. But if you've got a couple of friends that are always interested in the weather, please share this with them. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, off to posting and more detail on what you just saw. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.